That is Thailand right there. Cracking flavours. Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're going to make chicken and potato yellow curry. We're going to make it easy. You know, we're going to use one of these May Ploy curry pastes. Now this is yellow curry paste. You can buy this in Sainsbury's, about £3. That's all it is, 400 grams, easy as that. Lasts for ages guys, you know. And what we're going to do, we're going to use about 1 kilo of chicken thighs and half a kilo of drumsticks and some potatoes and onions. It's as easy as that really, and a bit of coconut milk. That's it. So we'll show you how we go along. But what we need to do first, we need to peel and chop some potatoes. Peel the potatoes any way that you like. I've got one of these peeler things here, so we're just going to whip off the skin down to the potato. Now, you know, you could go the other way. If you really didn't want to peel them, give them a good scrubbing and just chop them up. Up to you guys. So let's give this a peeling off there, and what I'll do is I'll just chop one and then I'll carry on and peel all the rest, because if not the video is going to be all peeling potatoes. So let's get that off there, and we want some decent chunks of potato. Don't forget, this is going to cook in there and boil down, so we want some decent, you know. And if you were in the UK, you know, this is about the size you would chop up for your roast potatoes, so you get the idea, yeah. So that's our potatoes put to one side, and I'll just crack on and do some more, and then I'll get on with some onion. Right, there we go guys, potatoes done. On with a couple of onions. Now you can put in as much onion as you want actually. I've got a couple of onions here. That's all we're going to put in. And all we're going to do is we're going to cube it up. Fairly reasonable size cubes. So let's get in there. Let's have that opened out. And what we're going to do, we're going to actually cube these onions. So fairly reasonable size chunks. Something like that. That's what we're after guys, something like that. Nice and steady, they'll break up in the pan. There's no point breaking them up. So we'll just crack on and we'll do the rest of the onions. That's enough. And all we're going to do is we're going to bob that in a bowl. Now this is a very quick curry to make, very easy, very few ingredients. So let's get this other onion. We got some onions and we got our potatoes. Let's crack on and make the curry. Right guys, what we need to be doing is getting a flame on here. Let's get that flame on there. Now we're not going to put this on too high actually. We need to take the flame down a little bit. And we're going in with a decent, and I mean decent amount of oil. Probably about that much. So we got about 4 tablespoons of oil in there. Oh, that's noisy. So just let it warm up a little bit. And then we're going in with this curry paste. Right, we're going to go in with about 4 tablespoons because we got all this chicken. Alright, there's quite a lot of chicken there, so we're not going to measure it out. We know what 4 tablespoons look like. So let's have some of this in here. That's about 2. That's about 4 tablespoons in there. And all we're going to do is give it a little stirring around in there. You know, this May Ploy curry paste smells absolutely fantastic. So just give it a little bit of a cooking in there. We don't want to go too daft, you know. Just cook that rawness out, as per usual. This smells incredible, and I'm not kidding. Oh, now I've been in Thailand 17, 18 years more. This smells phenomenal. I can tell you now, while I'm in the UK, this is going to be one of my favourite curry pastes to use and one of my favourite dishes. This smells fantastic. Right guys, what we want to be doing, we want to be going in with a little bit of coconut milk in here. Now I prefer this RID, you know, but that is up to you what you use, but this is what I use. It's what I use in Thailand. I absolutely love this brand. So just give that a little stir in there. We need to be taking down the flame a little bit, I think, and it's not up so high. We don't want to be burning this milk and paste in here. This smells fantastic. Right, let's bob some more coconut milk in here. A nice little bit in there in the bottom. And then what we're going to do, we're going to chuck our chicken in here. Now this is a simple curry to make. And look at that lot guys, and it's all going in there. Oh. And all we're going to do is start to cook it down in here. Might have to turn the flame up a little bit actually, but we don't want to burn this. Oh, look at that. Right, what we don't want to be doing in here guys, we do not want to be burning this curry paste and milk on the bottom whilst we're trying to put a little bit of cooking on this chicken. So what we need to be doing is just giving it a little turn over, a little stir in there, let it cook a little bit, turn it over, stir it a little bit more, nice and steady, until we get a little bit of cooking on this chicken. Just give it a little working over. All we're trying to do is seal up that chicken skin on there with a little bit of that flavour in there. That's all it is. And it's not going to brown, obviously. Come on. But what we don't want to do, we do not want to burn that curry powder in there, that curry paste and that milk. So nice and steady, we'll just keep working it until we've sealed that chicken. Oh, this is what we're talking about guys. All this chicken is actually taking on all this flavour in here. Now it's got to take it on before we put the coconut milk in and more water to make a soupy curry, you know. We want that flavour on this chicken. So this is why we're doing it this way. Oh, just look at that. So what we're going to do, we're going to whack all this coconut milk in there. Oh, get all that in there. Let's not waste any of it. Now you see how simple this curry is in a minute. You know, there's no frying and messing around. So that is my favourite coconut milk brand, RID. I've used it for years in Thailand. Quite expensive here in the UK, but my favourite brand. Right, what we need to be doing is going in with some water. Now what we've got to do, we've got to gauge this. We've got to put enough water in there to cover the veg in this pan and just bring it up to the boil. Probably want another one of those. And let's get that in there, and then we'll chuck our veg in, and then if we need any more water we'll put it in. So in with our onion. I did tell you how easy this is. And in with our potatoes. All those potatoes in there, and we're going to give it a little stir. Give it a little stir in. It's virtually okay already. You know, we might not need any more. By the time the potatoes and it starts boiling, the potatoes and onions sink down a little bit, it'll be fine. That is superb. Get that chicken in there. We want that chicken to cook in there. We're going to whack in about 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. Now I'm not going to put salt in because that paste was salty enough, and this carries salt. We can always add salt at the end, final tasting. So we want about 3 tablespoons of this. So that's about 1. That's about 2. And that's about 3. That'll do. Right, sugar guys, we want to go in with about 3 tablespoons of sugar. So let's get that in there. And then we'll just give it a stir up right to the bottom. Now nice and gently, because it's quite a big pan. Oh, the smell. The smell is incredible. That's it for now. All we're going to do is bob a lid on. Perfect. Let's get a lid on there. And we're just going to simmer it away on a simmer boil, but we're going to have to be careful because we don't want to burn the curry paste as everything settles down inside. So we've got to keep an eye on it and keep giving it a stir, turn it all up from the bottom so nothing burns. So that's it basically. It's a simple curry, but now we've just got to watch it. Bring it up there, bring it to the boil, put it on a simmer, keep stirring round so nothing settles and burns on the pan. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to put this pan to one side, okay? We're not going to turn it off. We're going to put a flame on the back ring. We're going to make some ajad, because ajad is always served with this curry. Now this curry is going to take about half an hour to cook, and that'll give us time to cook the ajad, cool it down so we can eat both together. So all I'm going to do is move this pan to the back. So let's put that on there. And keep that simmering away. We're going to bring it up to the boil and simmer it for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Now what we're going to do, we're going to bob this pan on here and we're going to make some ajad. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to bob about half a cup of water in that pan. Not much, I know. We want to add about 1 whole cup. So it's half a cup of water. We're going to put in a cup of vinegar. Now, this is from Sainsbury's. It's cider vinegar, okay? Use white vinegar if you can, up to you. So we want a cup of this stuff. So let's measure that out into this cup. And we're going to bob that straight in there. Easy as that. And then what we want about a cup of sugar. Now I'm using Sainsbury's brown. Now I'm not promoting Sainsbury's, but everything seems to have come from Sainsbury's. You can use white sugar, don't worry about it. So we want about a cup of this. Well, you know, we don't have to weigh it out precisely. That is good enough. Get that in there. Job done. So just stir that round. So all we're going to do is just stir that round to dissolve a little bit, but we want about a teaspoon of salt in there. Now again, I'm not got a teaspoon, but about that much. That's about a teaspoon. So we'll get that in there, and then we want a flame on. We want to dissolve all of this. So we've got a flame on, medium low, and we're going to dissolve this sugar. So dissolve this sugar in there without burning anything. So let's give that a taste and see what that tastes like. That's actually pretty good actually. You know, it should be sweet and sour. Maybe there's a little bit of sour in there, but by the time it's cooked for a couple of minutes and we turn it off and it settles, I think that'll be about right. Now the only thing with this, we're using that cider vinegar brown sugar. We're going to have a little bit of a brown colour to our ajad. Now ajad, if you use white vinegar, is a clear ajad. But I think this is going to look really good. It's going to have that golden touch, which is going to really complement that curry. That curry smells superb. Right, that's about got it. All we need to do now is we need to take it off the heat and let it go cold. And what we'll do is just stick the curry back on this ring. So let's bob this back on here, and all we're going to do then is we're going to chop up some red onion, some chilli and some cucumber, shove it in our vinegar ajad sauce when it's cooled down, and then we'll be able to serve it all up. Let's just give this a bit of a stir in. I think that's bubbled up lovely to the top there. Nice and steady, stir it through, put the lid back on. Now all we're trying to do is make sure nothing is stuck on the bottom of here, and it's not. That is fantastic. That is going to make a really nice yellow curry. All we're going to do is put the lid back on and we'll give it a little bit of simmering for about 25 minutes. Okay, just give this a once over stir again, look, and we'll give it a taste test, see what it's like. And then by looking at the potatoes and everything is cooked, so we're going to turn it off. So let's give it a test. We need to know what that tastes like, don't we? Oh, that's great actually. That's alright. Right, we need to be turning this off. Turn it off. Let's put the lid on. We'll put it to one side and we'll make some ajad. Okay, to make ajad, you know, ajad is not hard. All we're going to do is cube up some cucumber, cube up some onion, slice through some red and green chilli, and that is our veg. So let's have that in there. Let's have that down there. Down there, nice and steady, look. Now what we want to be doing, we want to be cutting this into chunks. You know, when you eat it, you eat chunks of the stuff, you know, you don't eat thin slices. So that's about okay. Look at those, absolutely fantastic. Onion, again. Now I've got a little bit of onion here. This should be enough. We'll just take that off there. And then all we want some chunks. Nice cubed pieces of onion. Something like that, you know, nice and steady. Nice cubed pieces of onion. We're going to take some green and red chilli and we're going to give it a slicing through. Now, not too small on this, because again, if you eat ajad, you've got the chilli in there, the chilli heat. Now these are Thai bird's eye chilies, so they are quite warm. And this red chilli, I haven't got a clue what it is. But again, straight through. So that's our veg for our ajad in there. Cucumber, onions and 2 bits of chilli. So we've got a nice little white bowl there, and all we're going to do is we're going to tip our vinegar mixture in there. Now, like I say, ajad, you know, we normally make it with white vinegar. I don't have any white vinegar, but that gives it a nice golden touch in there. And all we're going to do is dump all that in our vinegar, just like that. And that is our bowl of ajad made. Just look at that, guys. Absolutely superb. So all we need to do now is serve up our curry and eat it with some ajad. Look at that. Oh, potatoes right to the edge of being done. Oh, oh, that is absolutely superb. Oh, that is absolutely superb. That is going to be my favourite curry. Now what we can do, we can actually chuck some of this in there on there to give it some extra flavour. But just look at that colour in there. What we need to be doing actually, we need to be taking some of this out and eat it with some rice. I'm going to move this to one side. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, oh, that is Thailand right there. Cracking flavours. Tender chicken, nice curry sauce, soft potatoes. And we've got that lovely sweet and sour taste with a little bit of warming from the chilies. That is fantastic. Oh, if you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.